Okay, I'm going around a fucking corner right now and there's people right there. So I will chat about do I miss steroids in a second, but as you can see, there's these people. Fuck you, dog. I wonder if they can tell I've got a GoPro on from like the moment I go around. I don't know whether I miss school, right? People always bring it up. All I chat about to my mates is just shit that happened in school, right? Because it's funny. Like, fucking hell, I can't see a thing. I picked a great day to record a fucking video. Do I miss school? Because I miss parts of it, but I think people just glorify like what it was actually like. Sorry, I'm having to lock in on this fucking corner real quick. Junction, sorry. Because it weren't actually that good, bro. Like, remember turning up to school, right? It's a Monday, you've had the weekend, maybe you've had a shit weekend or you've had a really good weekend, doesn't really matter. You wake up Monday and it's like, fuck, I've got double maths, double science, history. Like, fucking hell, I want to end my life in that position. But I mean, it's just a classic, like, grass is always greener. Speaking of grass is always greener, what a lovely day. Blue skies, it's a bit frosty. Well, it was a bit frosty, it's not frosty anymore. Green, it's great. I love my life. Oh, I should have parked up there. That's a good little spot. I look back on school and there's so many funny moments, but then I go, oh wow, I was there for 5 years. Like, I'm talking about like secondary school, high school. There were fun moments and like, well, I went to like a middle school and like a first school, even though I'm in the UK, so I just get absolutely rinsed for that. It's like, oh, you go to middle school and high. Shut the fuck up. All right, I didn't have a choice. I didn't. But like, you were there for 5 years, bro, and I can maybe come out with like 20 stories off dome. And that's it. So 5 years for 20 stories. Although, to be fair, I actually can't name you one thing that happened in 2020. I went on 2 holidays. That's about it. I just sat in my room making fucking YouTube videos, but here we are. But like, there were points that I missed, but people just glorify it and they're like, oh, I wish I could go back to school. I wish I could. Bro, when you were at school, you had no bread. I have no bread now, but I accept that because I'm gonna have mad bread in the future. But like back then, couldn't drive anywhere, you're just getting dropped off. I think the thing about school is you just didn't have, it was purely just the lack of responsibility why people enjoy school. And I will also get fucking terrified every time I go across this, because what happens if the bridge isn't working today and like a train just comes and I have no fucking, I hate doing that, I hate it. Train bridges, bro, why did they exist? Just build the bridge over it. I don't want to go over the train track. What happens if my car stalls in the middle and that? Not the point. It was just the lack of responsibility, as I said, that you enjoy. You didn't actually enjoy. Like, obviously, there's a lot of kids that hate their jobs and hate their lives, but you can like do something about that. Whereas when you were in school, you just had fucking niche, don't you? Remember the amount of homework? I don't know. I think I just disliked school more than a lot of people. I tell you what was jarring though. Oh fucking hell, bro! I'm about to go into a tree. I can't see anything, and I bet you a car comes around this fucking corner. Nah, we're all good. I always used to have days off, bro. I used to have a day off for every Fortnite season. Up until I think season 9, like chapter 1 obviously, I took the day off. Doggy! Hello. I took the day off. No word of a lie. No kissy. Like, I'd play the season, I'd be like, Mum, I got a mad cold. I'd bring it on the night before, because then I'd be like, right, I got it. And then I'd just play the new Fortnite season all day. Like, I'd have update done at like 9 o'clock. It was unreal, bro. So I guess in that retrospect, I miss school. But if a Fortnite season came out now that I enjoyed, I could just play it. I don't know what Flowgas Technical Services is doing it, but hey ho, I ain't in a fucking rush. I'm recording a video chatting about school and shit. Come on, you can pick where you're going though. Fuck me. Okay, he's reversing in. That's fine. But yeah, like, I miss elements of that. And like, a good day at school would be great. But like, a good day now would be like, oh, work's short. Where are you going, bro? Are you turning around or are you going up there? What the fucking NPC is going on? Is he going to acknowledge me? Yeah, he is. And now I've got a van behind me, so I might have to fucking lose him, bro, in this absolute dinger. Also, let me know if you're enjoying the 2 switches. I just got this on because I'm driving, if there's any funny shit that goes on. But then also, I feel like this is a better POV for just general chat. You know what I mean? Like, I could just switch them. Nah, don't do that. It's just making the editing mad long. Yeah, there were like funny moments. And like, there was never really many fights in school, in my school at least. But it was funny to like see people beef and whatnot. So maybe that's what I should have done. Come on, bro. bro. Love the fucking. But like, it's just that idea. It pains me when people are like, oh, bro, I wish I could just go back to school. You would go back to school for a week, right? And you'd be like, oh, I do it all differently because I just wouldn't care. Yeah, that's a fair enough argument. But then you could probably say that in 10 years' time about your job now and be like, oh, I just wouldn't care about it. Like, I wouldn't try so hard, or I'd try this, or I'd go for this. Like, that's just hindsight. Like, get fucking over it. Shall I go down here? Crab Lane. Fuck off. I have no idea where I am. But kids were just like mad jar, and you just had to get. I mean, that again, school is not that much different from work. Apart from work, it's just you're not with your mates, so that's actually quite a big difference. But if you haven't told by this channel, if you've watched my other videos, I contradict myself about every 30 seconds. Like, these aren't structured videos. I just have a notes app, like in the notes app on my phone. I just come up with these random ideas and then record the videos like 5 days later when I get the chance. Oh, look at the fucking hill over there covered in snow. That's fire. Also, where am I? It's going down this fucking butchered road. It's kind of booky. What's that? Private entry. Where the fuck? Oh, bro, this is the start of a horror movie. What the fuck is this? I don't know where I am. Bro, where am I? And then you get a little, I mean, you get up early for work. It depends where you fucking work. But you get on the bus, and then you're on the bus all the way home, and you got homework, and there's a squirrel in the road. Let's hope I don't kill it. I don't know. I just didn't enjoy school that much. I think a lot of kids enjoyed it. Like, I always used to have time off, just be sick. Although everything fucking interesting would happen that day. You know, I said no fights. I'm pretty sure 3 fights happened on the days I took off. Just on a random day, and I come in and say, oi, this man's just beat the shit out of this one just over absolutely fucking nothing. And I'd be like, oh, that's a bit jarring. Why didn't he do it when I was there? But then again, I enjoyed having the Fortnite season days off, so you win some, you fucking lose some. Okay, I want to go back home. I've been out for time, just burning through fuel for like for literally no reason. Okay, where am I going here? Chrome. Let's not crash into a car. That's fucking horrible. Cars are gonna ding it around there. I do remember one time, like peak school day, I was just going through, I was like with my mate, I think we just finished like a PE lesson or some shit. So we're coming out the changing rooms, and where we usually sit was just to the left of the changing rooms. And we come out of the fucking hell, how many times have I said changing rooms? We come out of the changing rooms, and there's just like, there was a group of kids that used to just patrol through school, like acting like they own the place and just like causing havoc, which was kind of funny also. I mean, my car physically like can't go above the speed limit, so it doesn't really matter. But we were coming out of the fucking changing rooms. Oh my god, I've said changing rooms again. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this group of lads were like coming over to where we were, but we didn't know what was going on. And we just see like a couple punches get thrown. Fucking hell. Since when was I at skate park, bro? Jesus Christ. And so we just see this kid throwing punches. We don't know what's happening. So we're shouting, oi, oi, kill him, kill him. Like shouting down there because it's just funny. And turns out it was our mate. That was a little bit awkward. He, low-key, I'm not going to explain the reason, but he low-key did deserve it. So I don't feel as bad for Shan killing. I mean, killing's a bit dramatic, but like I didn't feel as bad because he did deserve the punch. You know, we all fuck up. We all deserve our, you know, 1-2s every now and again. So that happened. That was funny. Have I got any other funny school memories? I remember in a food tech lesson once, just like there was a little prep cupboard. And I had the greatest food tech class. It was basically all my mates, and they just didn't care. Like, I had these 2 mates that would just get to the end of the food tech lesson, and like if you weren't cleaned up in time, they would make you stay into your lunch. But these 2 just didn't care. So they just left their food out and just left. And then they'd get moaned at next lesson, but you know, who gives a fuck? Like, okay, you get moaned at. But yeah, me and my mate just stayed in like the prep cupboard for genuinely like 20 minutes. And I think we were just like drinking like raw eggs and shit because we thought we were hard, but it was kind of funny. Oh, should we actually test the 0 to 60 here? I don't send this in first gear. Okay, we're at a stop. Let's go. Boom. Whatever timer's on screen. Yeah, this clutch is going, so I ain't taking first gear to like 5,000 RPM. I've also never done that. I'm actually really intrigued what my 0 to 60 is. There's a national speed limit road. Okay, I've done absolutely nothing wrong there. Chill the fuck out. Look at the view, bro. I mean, you probably haven't been able to see anything from this camera because that's been down the whole time, but I can't help that the sun is burning my eyes. Yeah, school is just it was interesting. And I miss parts of it, but I miss just, I quite like just the grind. I'm addicted to the grind. Waking up at 4 AM, 7 hours of meditation. So waking up in the middle of the night and going back to sleep till 10 in the morning. But I do feel like I need to do more shit though. Because like, literally since school, I probably drank more in school than I have outside of school. Now that sounds like a weird flex, but I just used to have a mate who had like rich parents, and we used to just go to the pub and like go back to his and get battered, which was absolutely fucking jokes, and I was perfectly of the legal age to do that. Because I guess you're 18 in year 10 and 11 now. But it was fun, man. And I just feel like I haven't done that much, but then I kind of just want to get my money up and like do like content shit and have fun. I'm a little bit worried that, you know, this will eventually work out one day, all this content shit, and then I'll just feel a bit empty, because it's like, it's all I ever wanted. And then it just comes flooding in, so does the bread. And then I still just feel the way. Because low-key, I do sometimes feel like just shit like all the time. But you know, you got to be positive. You got to push through these things. But it'll all work out. Little Lil Wayne song. I mean, I wouldn't say my story's quite as dramatic. I haven't put a gun to my chest and shot it. Auntie woke me up on the floor, and God told me it'll all work out. I am going a little bit insane, but that doesn't really fucking matter. Who cares? Like, okay, we're all a little bit insane somehow. So yeah, I think that's probably enough chat about school. What's this video, 14 minutes long? Yeah, I'll leave that there. Right, in a bizzle.